So I'm working on setting up a penetration testing lab for myself and would like to show others if they're interested in trying to do some of this stuff. Excuse me. I have set up a brand new Ubuntu 17.04 release. Default install, have not done anything with it yet except install OBS so I can record what I'm doing. Taking the Firefox browser I've started up, and I'm going to install two different virtualization tools, VirtualBox and VMware. I'll include the links to these for those of you that don't already know where to get these, but VirtualBox is virtualbox.org. Go to the front page, and right there in the middle of it is the big download VirtualBox 5.1. So we're looking for the Linux version for my Ubuntu system. Excuse me. So we go to that, and there is the AMD 64 because I'm running the 64-bit version of Ubuntu. There's the AMD 64 download available here. And what should we do with it? We're going to just save it. Let that run while that's going, and it won't take very long. We're going to pop over to the VMware tab that we've got. Click on Downloads here and go to Workstation Player, which is their freely available version for virtualization. This will load up, and it auto detects our operating system, tells it what we think we need. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm goofing up there. We're going to choose the Workstation Player for Linux 64-bit. Again, we will save this file. Let it download for a little while. We can click here, see how we're doing. Both of these will take a little while, so I'm going to cut the camera, let those finish, and then I'll kick back up and continue with how to do the download. Okay, so my downloads have finished, and I'm going to go through the process of actually installing these virtualization tools because I am using the defaults on Firefox. The downloads go into the downloads directory, and there we have the VirtualBox as well as the VM player files. So what do you have to do to install them? Well, let's see. I'm just looking at nothing there. The Debian package for VirtualBox is installed with the apt command, and you can just do a sudo apt install and then the Debian package name. So we'll do that. It'll ask my password. I'll put that in, and it automatically checks dependencies for us and says, do you want to do this too? Yep, let's go ahead and do it. We'll download the files, let the install proceed, give the system just a minute or two to install everything. Waiting, waiting, waiting. And it's taking a little longer than I expected, but it's almost done. There we go. Now if we go up to our system, look under Applications, and View All, Installed, we'll see we have if I can find it in the alphabet here, Oracle VM VirtualBox, and we can start that up. Welcome to VirtualBox, and in another recording I will do an install of a couple of operating systems to show what needs to be done to get things running and set up so we can do our penetration testing. So I'm going to exit out of this right now, and we're going to go back to this directory and look at the bundle file, which is what we got for the VMware download, and you'll see here by doing the file command we can see what it is. It is a bash script, and the reason I show that is because we can run this and do our installation. Oh, and I forgot I have to be root to do this. So let me change that to sudo VMware player install. I can't type. Let's try one more time. Sudo That's the fun thing, isn't it? Seeing all these errors from beginning streamers. Accept the terms of the license agreement. I accept the terms of the license agreement. I have installed this before. I have actually read much of this license agreement. So we're going to say yes to this. Would you like to check for product updates on startup? And all that is VMware will automatically check and see if there's a new version or new tools package for you. And would you like to help make VMware software better by sending anonymous system data and usage statistics? I always say yes to this. I don't think there's a problem. Some people worry about their privacy and don't want to do that. Now it says enter license key. You don't have to have one. You can skip this, and that's what puts you in the free version of the workstation player. So I'm just going to say next and skip the license key. Product's ready to be installed, so we say install and let it go. It'll take just a moment or two, install a few files, configure a few settings, and get things set up. In just a moment we'll be able to start up our VMware player and look at what we've got, see what we need to do. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to get started with setting up your system to allow you to create a penetration testing lab. These are a couple of the primary tools we use because we're going to set up Windows and Linux systems with within the virtual environments that we're going to attack. This way we're not attacking any private systems. We're not going to get ourselves in trouble by doing things on other people's computers. Everything happens locally. We're not even using the network for anything. If we don't want to, we can keep everything local. So we'll go up to what's installed. We'll look at our applications again. And now we scroll down to the V's, and we will see we have VMware Player also installed. That'll start up, and free for non-commercial use, which is what I'm doing. So I will enter my email. Okay, that. And hello, thank you very much. System is set up and ready. So there are options for things to do here, but basically what we're going to do is at some point we're going to install an operating system and do our playing around. So I'll end it here, clean up the video, post it online for people to look at, and after I've had a little chance to get my system ready, I will do the install of the operating systems that we're going to use for vulnerability and penetration testing.